I'm going to have to look that one up. What does QRL mean? I don't remember my Q codes. Frequency clear? Oh. Maybe. Maybe not. I got a little sun today, huh? I don't know if anybody else was going to be in here. Thank you, Jay. Thanks for letting me know. My car is done. Come on, charging. You like the name of it there? I don't know if Nate saw it. You can name your car. It's a frequency in use. Really? I never used that term before. I mean, the QR code. Sorry about that. This is not DMR. I might get on there later. Who knows? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video earlier. I wasn't really planning on live streaming that. I had it in the back of my head. I don't know how it would work out. It was probably a little boring, but I can have that thing rearranged in probably under 15 minutes, but I was talking to you folks and it took me a little over a half hour. I don't know if it's done any better for me. I got to be honest with you. I don't know. If anything, it might be a little worse. We'll see when the sun goes down here in a little bit. Well, I got an hour and a half, actually, before the sun goes down. Nate, you can roll back and look at the name of my car. Actually, I could show you right here. Wait a minute. Sorry. I had to do it. Nice to see you folks in here. It's Sunday. What's happening? This is my Sunday. I got 4 days of work. I got a day off, which I'll be live streaming with you folks. And then I have 2 more days on. And then Sunday night, I'm out to vacation just for 3 days, 3 nights to Vegas. And then back in the grind till mid-October. And then I don't know after that. Well, I actually say end of September, but it'll probably reach into October. I don't know what's going on, dude. I don't know if I like this antenna setup. I usually have it that way in the winter because it's pretty easy to get down. I just have to go out there and just undo one or just lower one. And I'm referring to the previous live stream this afternoon. It's 6:36 p.m. I came on about 6 minutes later or 4 minutes later than I wanted to. We were dealing with a group chat problem. We have a couple of the mins in there. We group chat, and I guess there was an RCS message got mixed up, and then we had 2 chats going on at once, and I think people were left out of the conversation. So I don't know. I'm interested to see the noise. Nice. That sounds good. Greg, what's going on, dude? You're number 3. You're number 3. I was up by your house yesterday, actually, last night, Greg. Sort of. I could tell you one thing. So the other thing is, I had some RFI, which you guys are not hearing. Not hearing on the live stream now. My ground was disconnected on my antenna. I didn't know that. I did notice that some of my SWR was acting weird. Like some of the bands weren't as good as others. I don't know if that really made a difference. And I think 20 is a lot better now. And 20 was the band that I was getting RFI on. So I don't know. Ground is pretty important in an HF world, I think. What? You know, if you don't see me on FT8 on 20 meters, you're not going to hear me on voice. That's almost a guarantee. See what happens when you get married? I was gonna do a POTA this morning, and I looked at the band this morning. And I was like, we got a KP5 right now. Yeah, it might be a 40-meter night type of night tonight here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. We'll see what's going on here. I'm trying to get some new counties. So we'll look and see here. I saw that Josh, that ham radio crash course dude, which he watches sometimes. Ooh, that sucks. I'm guessing that everything is okay. And that's going to be very expensive. I know my brother-in-law and his girlfriend had to put down their 10 or 11-year-old cat the other day. That sucks. Like a family member. Also monitoring my 9700, which has the wind system on there. So we'll see how that goes tonight. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I got to add that. The chat's in there. So that's... and have all this stuff set up. I knew I came on a little too quick today. 1, 2. No, I should have the audio meter, the Chihuahua. That sucks. I don't care. People that don't have pets don't realize that the pets are our family. You know, they see us every day. You know, they grow with us. They grow older with us. I don't have this guy, so I'm going to go for him. I don't get too many Vermont people. I need to put down one of our cats. He's gotten just that sucks. I still have my cat on here that I had to put down 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago to the day. Well, September 19th would be it. So I know how that goes. I have her bowl right back here. So it's always looking over me. So I know how that goes. They are family. They are. Some people don't think they are. They say, it's a pet. No. They keep us occupied. You know. They love us. Well, at least one of our cats do. You guys know. I don't have to explain. Yeah, the old cat that I just showed you, Sadie, she would follow me around. Every room I was in, she was there. She was sleeping when I got up. She would wake up and follow me to the next room and go to take a nap next to me. No matter what. So. All right. Maybe I came on a little too early. I don't know. Is Ham 2.0 still going? I probably should have looked before I got on. Right? That's not a local. Kerjunk. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm doing 20 meters. Yeah. And we'll see how this new antenna is set up. What I mentioned earlier, and for some of you folks that weren't watching the live stream earlier, Chunk. See, this is why I keep you guys in here. You guys keep me straight. I'm not polished. I'm just me. Last time, or at least a couple last times I've had, and I rotate my antenna set up randomly, periodically throughout the year. The last couple times I've had the inverted V, I noticed that it was a little bit better on like local nearby states contacts versus like DX stuff. Inves, I guess. I didn't know if I wanted to use that term or not. But here's the thing with Inves, if that actually has more gain, so if the band's really good, it'll actually be better than the long way than the whatever, the sloper or whatever. So I mean, I'm just speculating, of course. I bet you if Hamstick Eric was in here, he'd probably come in here and correct me on it. But I noticed, and I looked at past logs, like my area shrunk, but I was like, I don't know, it just seemed like I had more contacts in a more closer region. Like I remember getting a lot of contacts in Utah, which I normally don't. And some contacts in Nevada, which I normally don't. And I'm not just talking about 40 meters, I'm talking about 20 meters. 'Cause 20 meters is usually longer for me. But with the way I had that antenna set up yesterday or earlier today or last night, you saw that my noise level was about an S8 on 40 meters, which was a plus 20 before. So once the sun goes down here, it's not going to go down for at least an hour. We'll definitely do some research on that. So how does it do, Jeff? Mine's about 30 feet up. At least the center is about 30 feet up. By the way, I decided to bring down the center section by about 3 or 4 feet. I think it was a little too tight. I like it tighter because it keeps the things a little bit more stable, but also when there's a gust of wind, there's not as much play in it. Which I've mentioned earlier, I kind of keep things a little bit loose as far as so stuff can move around a little bit. If you tighten things up, stuff can break. Because if that makes any sense, I've had better luck. Because one time I had the center mass that was white, that's fiberglass. I had that thing super tight, and it fell over. Luckily, it fell in the direction exactly the way I wanted it to, so it didn't break any windows. Oh, that sucks. I was sweating my butt off in the backyard. It was about 90 degrees, about 30 or so percent. I think it ended up like 25% humidity. Not all that bad, but I was still sweating. No doubt about that. That's a ways to go. Pro tip, don't install it. Yeah, I don't normally set up antennas I will, at least in the POTA park. The last time I did a POTA that's my AC. The last time I did a POTA at Chino Hill State Park, there's a very wide area that's like a horse area that was at, and it's also the start of a trail with some restrooms because you guys notice I go to the bathroom a lot. Anyways, somebody parked like right next to me, within 5 feet of me. And that probably would have taken out the antenna. Terry, what's going on? It's over 70 feet. Whoa, wow. That's up there for like a temporary setup. Anybody know what that says? Anybody? The wind system. Temporary. Well, mine's temporary in the backyard. You guys saw my setup. I could have that thing packed away in less than 10 minutes if I really wanted to. By the way, my buddy Sean, he actually hooked me up with this lens here. He suggested the aperture to make it look clean. He was mentioning to me earlier about the movie Frequency. I've never seen it. And he was like, "Hey, you guys, you should talk about that. That would be good conversation." Although I don't want to talk about it because I've never seen the movie. I've seen Pump Up the Volume. I'm not going to go there too much, but this is say I reenacted it a little bit. Oh, you finally see me. So, well, you're still in daylight there. It looks like. And Denny should be on his flight by now. I should watch Frequency. Maybe I'll do it this week. We'll see how the time is. I'm thinking about finally get myself a new iPhone. Seth will be proud of me. Right? I'll get it set up eventually. Take a picture of that thing, man. So what? So I don't understand. So you just went to the park and you set it up? You're not leaving it there, right? My phone's a 13, I think. I've had it now almost 3 years, and it's doing some. It depends on the software. Like last summer, like I wasn't getting my phone calls, and I completely I backed it up and then completely reset it, and it was fine. This year, there's something that happened. I guess the battery was wearing. Completely reset it, took everything out of it, put everything back in, and it fixed it. So the other thing I did is I offloaded the apps to clean up some of the space, but you can put them back in right away, and it's supposed to not change the functionality of the app, according to Apple. And of course, it suggested me to offload my Tesla app, which I'm fine with, but I forgot I used it as a key, and I didn't have my normal key with me. So that was a little bit of experience to. I had to call Tesla and had them reactivate it over the phone. But they were able to help me out with that. I guess I should call this guy back. I don't see him in here now. There he is. I already got him. 73s. Duh. We got Sam in here. Sam's not coming. Are you coming in Sonobus, Sam? You're not having internet problems, are you? I would never erect a permanent antenna on property that isn't mine. Well, that's why it's temporary, right? And I'm just. Thought I heard something. Sorry. Oh, there we go. All the way from Connecticut there, Jeff. Come and get me. Is that a new county? I've gotten you on 10 meter, right? I've gotten you on 10 meter, yeah. I got you on something. Let's see if this thing works. So I'm trying out this automated, it makes the fonts for me. We got Sam in here, believe it or not. That's what I was hearing.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, you're loud. Let me make sure this is in there. We have no angry New Yorker in here. He's probably not going to be in here tonight.
Oh, boy.
Rules of what? As long as the antenna is over 10 feet over your roof, you're always good. I'm guessing you have HOA? You done with your weather? Didn't you have bad weather there? Rain? Sam?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
That's good. Our Texas got nailed.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
No HOA, just new town with new near. Those are actually easier to fight. Laws are way easier to fight than HOA rules because you like basically sign your rights away when you go into a HOA. I fought my HOA and won, although I kind of lied a little bit, but I had a lot of help. It's right when I think I've mentioned this before, but when the HD TV came out, it was basically only over the air. And I had an HD TV. My roommate and also a good friend, still good friend, he had an HD TV as well, and we wanted HD TV. We spent $4,000 on this TV, and we can't watch anything. So I had a airband scanner antenna, kind of small. I put it up, kind of was going to do dual duty, scanner and HD TV antenna. I put it on the roof of my house, my condo. It's still up there, by the way. And within 3 days, I had a letter. They were right away. So called the HOA or the management company, and they're like, well, you have to dispute it with your HOA, not the management company. I had to go to a meeting, had to take a day off, and they said, basically, I explained myself, and they told me to pound sand. I said, well, do you want to fight? I got to fight this thing, so do you want to go a legal route? I mean, I don't want to have to end up paying myself twice because I'll be paying through the association and me. And they're like, no. So I go, here's the deal. There's a new law that came out. I guess it said you could put up small antennas to pick up HD TV. And this was back at the time, and I don't know how it is now. Yes, HOAs do suck. Found sort of a loophole about the HD TV antenna rules for HOAs. It exempted some of those rules, and it was federal oversight. Basically, knocked down any rules that a local government, meaning city, county, state, or HOA can put in to restrict you from watching over-the-air HD TV broadcasts. So I contacted some folks that were involved in the local broadcast world. I'm lucky enough I have those type of contacts. I basically had a chief engineer, the ABC, the NBC, the CBS at the time. Well, I don't know if it was CBS. I think it was Fox at the time. They conducted a group letter, and I also had it sent to the FCC, which was, I think, they directed me to this guy that was in Cerritos, I want to say. There was a field office in Cerritos at the time. I don't know if it is now. Somewhere down in Cyprus or Cerritos. I can't remember. But I hand-delivered it there. He put his notary stuff on there. Not notary, but he wrote a letter that was attached to it with, official FCC stuff on the bottom of it. A month later, after I was fined twice, because I was out of town, I went to the HOA meeting and presented this to them and said, basically you're now in violation of this law and you could be subject to a legal action that's not civil. So it wouldn't be me doing it. It'd be the FCC going after the people that are representing the HOA. And end of that. No more. So, but that took a lot of legwork, and a lot of people didn't have the resources that I had. I did get harassed for quite a bit after, people walking by. Why do you get an antenna and I don't? I go, well, you can. But I use it as an HDTV and a scanner antenna. primarily for my roommate, he used it as an antenna for his TV, but it worked. David. HOAs, deed restrictions, and CC are all restrictive. Yeah, I mean, that's the way Nevada is, Southern Nevada. Henderson and basically all of Clark County, if they build more than 10 houses in a group, they have to have a HOA and then governing board. Oh, David, yeah, I'm glad I didn't like make it like a big deal, but I was kind of stern about it, and they were like, "We don't want them." I'm like, "Well, I don't really care what you want, but legally I have a right to have." And they're like, "But we can put a lien on your house." They're like they went from fining me to like leaning on my house within a half a sentence. So I'm like, you know what? I just shut up and I let the paperwork do the work for me. And sometimes that's better just to deal with it that way. And I didn't want to get in a pissing match with them because I've been in those with those people. I had problems with their gardeners using my hose, and they were fining me because my hose was it was laying out in my grass. I'm like, I haven't been home for 3 weeks. I don't know how that happened. You know? So anyways, it turned out I stayed home 1 week and I found out the gardener was opening my fence and taking my hose, unplugging it from my backyard and plugging it into my front yard and drinking out of it and cleaning his lawnmower and just leaving it in the lawn. And I was getting fined for it. So I fixed that problem. Yeah, I said, if you guys want to fight, I'm here to fight. And I kind of just walked out of the meeting, and it was like by the pool. And I had my old neighbor Patty that lived across the street and over one. She hated all the old hags that would eat board. And she was like all golf clapping after, because I'm like, you guys can't do anything. It's not a civil matter anymore. I know the bands are poo poo. And I think it's a combination of the bands. Well, it says a KP5, so I'm guessing it's more of the bands. Sam, I don't know if you just read your text. Did you see that? I may have cut Sam off guard.
Now.
The angry New Yorker is going to be in here.
Damn it.
Could have had an angry hamstick, though.
I'll pass.
But it's good to hear your nice deep voice in here again.
No. He's not angry. He's never angry.
He's not angry. Yeah, he is angry sometimes.
You can hear it in his voice, but he says he's not angry.
He's got a bad poker face.
I'm not angry, damn it.
I'm seeing somebody here. I got somebody here. Hold on. West Bend, Wisconsin. I wonder if this is a new county for me. That's all I want to hit. I want new counties. -20. Dang, you ain't got me then. -20 ain't nothing. You got to get those numbers up. Let's see if this thing works again. So I found this new hotkey thing in here that Stream Deck uploaded. Oh, let me put this on here. Oh, see the red button? I can make that like different chats. What's going on? Why can't this focus? Come on, focus. There you go. Thug Life. Remember the Thug Life? When I get when I get good them are rookie numbers. So I want to be playing with FT8 here for a little bit longer. Then I'm going to try 20, but I don't have good feelings about it.
Wake me up when you're done with FT8.
You know you can do FT8.
I could.
Good. No, thank you for the contact there, Eric. Is that a new county for me? Which county you in, sir? I don't know why I'm calling you sir. Now, Nassau County. Uh-oh. You're right by Seth.
Oh, boy.
Oops. Yeah, see how close you guys are? Oh, you look you're a little bit north. Oops. Wrong one. Yeah, you guys are actually pretty close. I've actually been to Jones Beach, by the way. I know exactly where you're at. I've been there before. Spent a lot of time in Long Island, unfortunately.
Trucker clock. Damn, what you talking about?
Are you giving away something? You can give away something on my channel, but I'm not responsible for it. I don't know how that will work out. Another YouTuber giving away something else on another YouTuber's channel?
I don't know if you want to start that, go down that rabbit hole.
Well, he's a safe guy. Tim's safe.
I
If
know.
anybody's safe, it'd be Tim. Ah, man.
Is Tim safe?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Fuck you.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was what?
Oh, you already got wanners there, Tim.
Some weird guy from Alabama.
Well, you weren't around last
Bigger
night,
than a
were you?
short.
No, I was at a concert.
Was it, who was it? Was it, what's her face?
No, it was
Taylor
the Beach-
Swift?
It was the Beach Boys.
I thought the Beach
That
Boys
ain't
are
the
all
Beach
dead.
Boys. That's Mike Love and his
It was a tribute band.
yeah.
That's fake.
That's Mike Love and his tribute band.
Eh.
It's fake.
And John Stamos.
John Stamos. The pride of Cyprus.
Oh. Wasn't bad. Decent concert, other than the almost fist fight next to me.
Surprised you didn't get knocked out.
I wasn't dancing.
Why are you so loud?
Why am I so loud?
I wish I could.
Wait,
put-
you complain when I'm too loud, and then you complain when I'm too low.
Turn him off.
You should look up Trucker Clock, the old comedy bit of the Bob. Is that safe for this thing? You want to see how the weather is in SoCal? Watch this.
Watch what?
There you go. That's the weather in Chino. Only 83. It's the heater's supposed to get turned on, and when I go to Vegas next week, guess how hot it's supposed to be? 100 and like plus 110, 111, 112. Just like it was last year. I think last year we missed a high ever temperature of Vegas. I think the highest they've ever gotten was 117 or something like that. It was like 114, 115 last year.
What's the threshold for airplanes not being able to take off?
They were having problems. And actually, I think the last day it got better, or second to the last day it got better. A famous former leader of our country was there. And I guess they had to wait to take off or something. I work for Pac Bell. Oh, I'm sorry. Really? Chino and Riverside. Yeah, I didn't know Pac Bell was Chino was a Pac Bell area. I thought GTE was. I didn't know about Riverside.
Wasn't T-Mobile out there? I'm thinking wireless. Wasn't T-Mobile's network Pac Bell out there?
No.
Or am I thinking San Francisco area?
Pac Bell was Verizon, turned into Verizon.
Yeah, but that did, but I think the cellular network may have been sold off. Hold on. Time for me to do some, one of those Wikipedia,
We like that's
polls.
wireless. We're talking about RF stuff.
Yep. Speaking of wireless, did you enjoy me, Sam, screwing up your messages?
I thought it was me because I was in a warehouse building in downtown LA.
I didn't do it.
Mr. Heat there, the people in blue are administrators. It's not just regular subs. They can post links and catch bad words. There's only a few of them in there.
And we can curse out Greg when we
Yes.
need, but we don't need to actually be blue to do that. Anyone can do that.
Oh, interesting. So it turned into AT&T.
Huh.
Yeah, it has. But I remember because there's still in the streets, it still says GTE. Believe it or not.
Like potholes and stuff?
No, the manhole covers.
Manhole covers. That's what
Yeah.
I meant to say. Why did I say potholes? I mean,
No, that's what you have in New York. Potholes. Lots of them.
yeah, that's true.
Actually, we have them here too. Vegas doesn't have that many of them, believe it or not.
Neither did Arizona when I was out there last.
Arizona's pretty good about it. How's the new antenna configuration, performance, plus enrich? So I'm not getting as much RFI in the shack. I don't know if you watched. GTE is now is Verizon in most areas. That is correct. We got bought out. My area was originally Verizon. Then when we changed over to fiber, like 2 years after that, Frontier bought it. And now I guess in November, so maybe someone can correct me, we're going to go back to Verizon. As far as the antenna, the band is really bad tonight. I'm hoping it gets a little bit better. I'm going to jump on 40 meters and see how that does. The ground definitely helped, I think, because I had a lot of noise, RFI coming in on 20 meters, FT8, and it seemed to subside. And I don't know if you watched earlier, but Seth, I found that my ground wire had been disconnected for I don't know how long.
How did you do that?
Yeah.
You know what I need to do? I need my
What's an X class? What's an extra, you mean? I'm guessing, yeah.
probably. I was gonna say I need my landlord to be home. My landlord spends most of his time out of the state, but I just need help with the ladder. Safety first with the recent July 4th stuff. Fix my antenna once and for all. It's the feed line.
I changed to inverted V as my
When did you do that?
earlier this afternoon. I actually live streamed it.
Nah. Oh yeah, that's.
Air
I saw you
touch.
go on. I had to go. I was at a certain big mall here in a certain.
EWM, mobile, listening.
Can I get a radio check, please? So yeah. And that's why I probably should. I'm sorry. I was going to hit talk back on there. I was getting talked to my ear. What was I going to say? So one of the things is I try to be safe, and I mentioned it before. Ooh, there's a new DXCC in here. What is that? Grenada? That'd be a good one to get. And in light of what happened recently with a fellow passing away, no offense to the guy, but if someone's experienced, part about being experienced is doing what you need to do to be safe. Unfortunately, he probably slipped his mind and got himself hurt. The reason why I'm bringing this up is I try to make sure I have a temporary setup in my backyard. For those of you who watched the earlier live stream, you guys saw it. They're fiberglass and carbon fiber masts that are up that are made to be day use, and they're out there for months on end. I bring them down periodically. God, I can't talk. To tighten, loosen, make sure things are correct. And the last time I brought my fiberglass one down, it started getting powdery, is the way and dried out. A lot of the latches are starting to crack and just not very safe. So I decided I wasn't going to put that mast up all the way, put that on one of my infed sides, which it is. I had the fiberglass in the middle, and now I have the carbon fiber in the middle. Actually, it's a little bit taller. So just something I try to do. Once again, I always try to experiment around. every time I move the antenna, sometimes it gets a little bit better, a little bit worse. So I try to make it a little bit just to see what's going on too. The other thing is it's a little bit easier to get down. I just have one mast to put down really quick and less stuff to fall on me. That's the most important part. So he had already talked. So he had already activated and was bringing it down. Interesting. I don't know too much of the story other than what I read. I hear all kinds of rumors and whatever else. So, you know, some people kind of like say I'm like overdo it sometimes, but like if there's over 20-mile-an-hour winds, I don't have that stuff guided in the backyard. It's coming down. And being in California, our weather here is very predictable. Generally, this time of year, we don't get too much wind. We get what they call a sundown breeze, which is peaks at about 15 miles an hour. But that doesn't happen too much often. So I usually just leave it up this time of year. But come mid-September, late September, it's normally going down at night before I go to sleep because I just don't want to have it up. Or I put it up at a height that is manageable if the wind kicks up over 20 miles an hour. Yeah, so did he activate before he SK'd?
Well, he went QRT. I'm just wondering, you know, was this a new park for him, or is this a place where he's activated before and he should have known better? You know?
I like the Santa Ana winds. You know, obviously don't take this. Don't say that I'm making fun of this at all. Palisades don't like the Santa Ana winds. I like bad weather, wind especially. Although here in the IE we call it, we get a lot of wind. It sounds like Greg doesn't like it. Actually, Greg gets a little worse up the hill than me. He's north of me by about I don't know 15 miles, maybe probably a little bit less. And I was up at Victoria Gardens yesterday. Had some Japanese. Yeah, so I don't understand people saying he was in a cemetery. So I don't. Some people said that he wasn't. Some people said he was. It was just adjacent to the park. I don't know. I don't know. I would just be speculating because I wasn't there. Just going off what I read. Friday, that was 4th of July. 4th of July. I got to get this Grenada guy. That'd be a good DXCC. So that's South America, right? Didn't we blow that up in the 80s?
We invaded in the 80s, right?
Did we invade it?
Yeah, I thought we invaded it in like 83 or something.
Yeah. It was a so you can activate a cemetery? Based on what I saw of the park, it's not a park. He was at a historical cemetery. So he was trying to maybe make a new POTA? I don't know. All that is speculation. I mean, obviously that part isn't, but I don't know the reason why. HZ1 TT. What's that? HZ1 TT. Oh, Saudi Arabia. I've worked them. It'd be nice if I can get this Grenada guy. So just be safe, guys. Situational awareness. What's around you? What can fall? What just, you know, yeah, don't mess around with Mother Nature. And Greg can attest to this because he was on the night that we were getting lightning here. It was more than 5 miles away, and I rushed out and brought my antennas down because it's just not even worth it. Not worth it at all. So the other thing, for those of you, and it looks like a couple of different folks were in here from last night. It was kind of a quiet night. I don't know what I did with that link now. I don't know if you guys remember AGI, Jeff, AGI, KG6AGI. He used to be one of the first guys in the chat.
K6EGG, I think.
What's that?
K6EGG?
K6. I'm sorry. You guys know I get all that stuff wrong all the time. I'm going to see if I can pull something up here. I thought I saved it somewhere.
I thought it was K6. Maybe not. No. KG. You might be right. You were right, Greg. Holy crap.
Oh my goodness.
I think.
Am I right? Jeff?
I think so.
So I'm not putting this up there to do the GoFundMe because it had already reached its goal. But for those of you that remember him, he was like always in the chat like the first dude. Like I would hit the button. Mark was in there when he was in here a lot. Jeff AGI. So I don't know what happened to him. But I don't think I saw him in the chat for like over a year. I asked about him like locally through like on 520 in downtown LA where I would normally make contacts with him. And everybody's like, I haven't heard him. And I kind of gave up on it. Like I guess January, February. Because he'd be, if I would call him in downtown LA, I guess he was off Normandy, like kind of almost Koreatown area. He would be he would call me back right away. KG6AGI. He'd be at least, I know that guy would be on there at least once. Like if I call out at Dodger Stadium, he was there. And he never called me back. And when I went back in April, I did a live stream there. I didn't call him, but I was waiting to hear maybe him call me back, and I didn't hear him. And then I talked to John that wasn't too far away from him in LA, and he has a similar setup. So he had a setup. I think he had a mobile antenna on the refrigerator of his refrigerator inside his kitchen in an apartment, like 6 stories up. But he got out. I talked to him at like the 110 interchange. Very impressive. Very nice guy. Always in the chat. Always had lovely things to say about Haley when Haley was on. So over towards Eagle Rock. I think that maybe he moved because he was over by Koreatown before. If he was over by Eagle Rock, he would not make it into downtown LA. And I'll be working that broadcast tomorrow. I think it's on your local channel 33. Oh, Eric, you worked Seth. Trying to get Grenada. I'm just going to keep moving my transmit around, see if he gets me. Does it air locally over the air, channel 33 or whatever, Mark? Or do you know that? I know that's on an app too.
I gotta ask, Eric, can you be any closer to me?
Are you back in New York?
Yes.
And you're going up to Connecticut again tomorrow?
I'm just going up to W1AW.
And that's in Connecticut, right?
Yep. 2 hours.
I wish I lived that close to another state. I guess I'm 2 hours away from another country.
Yeah, but do you want... Oh. I'm not going there. Never mind.
What about the Grenada guy? I'm calling him right now. It's on ESPN 2. I don't know what an R is.
NASA Amateur Radio Club. It's a club. I think, Eric, correct me if I'm wrong. I think their meeting spots in Eisenhower Park. They play radio every Monday night, and they have one night a month where they do like their meetings. But they have Yeah, and then all the guys on the line that do Poto are the slightly younger ones who are still older than me. They're all part of this club. So yeah.
Yeah, but Greg, they can go to Connecticut, they can go to New Jersey, they can go to Pennsylvania, they can go to Delaware, all within 2 hours, right? Am I not wrong, Seth?
Without traffic, I mean, I'm part of the reason tomorrow I'm bringing my my 991 with me in the ATOS. If I have time, I'll do a Poto or two. Eric, yeah, I believe, is that Drew into PPI? I think that, or is that Mike? No, oh, ADJ is Drew. Yeah, that whole club is the Poto gang, I think.
No, he was not able to come over, unfortunately.
Eric, I've done from my house to HRO in Delaware in 2 hours with traffic, with luck and everything.
Do you go through your home state of New Jersey?
Yeah.
It's been a while
since
I've
2.5 hours to Delaware. It's about 2 hours for me to go to Newington. Yeah, that's why I was like to do the drive through, activation. Greg, when you decide to, grow a pair and fly out to the East Coast, we can go do some POTAs.
Well, I keep on getting offers, but I keep on saying no.
That's what I'm saying. When you grow a pair.
That's not a pair. I don't know. I just don't want to sit there for. Fuck you. I don't know. I just don't feel like sitting on a plane for a while. It's not beneficial to me, but we get the Pacific Oceans. That's true.
Then you get the live stream with me.
I guess I could do Huntington Beach in like 40 minutes. If I really
can you?
Yeah. By the way, you coming still?
I do not know. It will be I will know after this week if they need me.
Thursday night will be good, but it'll be late.
Again, I should be out there. I just don't know if.
Oh, we were just talking about you. Non-angry ham radio operator.
Yeah, it's different. Jeff, it's a different one. I'm referring to I think it's the NASA Amateur Radio. Let me go look them up.
How friendly is like local groups when like a guy comes in from out of town?
Oh, for me?
No, like if I went to New York and got on the local repeater system,
I think
ran off.
I don't think if you run off, I think. Well, the club I belong to, one of the clubs I belong to at the moment, you use their repeaters. They're hit or miss in person. The club I joined because I know the couple of members, including the ARRL division director, they're pretty friendly, but their problem is they're like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour east of me, so it's hard for me to hit their repeaters. They're not too bad. They're not going to really run you off.
And you are right. Oh well, no grenader for me. As I've heard some local folks, like a lot of people going to Disneyland or going to the beach or whatever, they get on a local repeater and like they get ran off like a lot.
Yeah.
They're like, this is private, blah, blah, blah. The guy's like, well, I'm from out of town. I just want to say hi to some local folks. And they're like, well, you can get on Echolink if you want to like join if you're out of town. And the guy's like, well, I just wanted to play radio. It's like, well, it's like, come on. I've actually heard some people get run off Papa System that way too. And then I've also heard people go the opposite way. So, oh, you just heard them? Well, I don't see them here anymore in my feed. I'll wait to. Somebody drinking Dr. Pepper or something?
It's actually Diet Pepsi.
Ugh.
That's where it's from.
Nasty.
So you're going to be QSY into the restroom here shortly. That's Eric,
No, my name's not you.
That's Eric's favorite spot. That's a good way to get
someone playing music on repeater.
Yeah, we got a lot of those repeaters here in California that, It's actually been kind of quiet. I haven't heard the FU guy too much
We heard him we heard him what, last week?
last
He was
week,
doing a
but I haven't
different
heard
clip?
him since.
But he's doing a different sound clip, right?
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz one.
Yeah. We need Dan to ID the sound clips. That's what he's good for.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's from Wizard of Oz. I'm 99% sure.
I'm bad at like IDing sound.
What are y'all talking about? What sound?
So last week, Sam, the Wind system, whatever you want to call him, keyed up with another sound clip. And I think we think it's from the Wizard of Oz.
He was
I was
actually
just joking. I was just joking that Eric was it K6EGG ONR is the guy that ID'd the original clip.
Sam was actually here in the flesh, basically. He was here for that. He was just about to sign off because he was like, "Oh, did that actually happen?"
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan, if you're watching. I'm going to go to West Virginia now, which I already got this guy. But on this band.
Hey, Greg, you think I can work 4 miles away on 146.520 with an HD? 3.5 miles according to QRZ.
Depends if you're outside or not. I mean,
That's
how,
what.
and how big the other station is. I mean, I can hear Kim up in Claremont, the queen of 6 meter. She was on her HT in her backyard, and I heard her. And there's quite a distance between us and a lot of buildings, so she's got a little bit of elevation. Is that an angry hamstick in here? Other side is muted. I didn't mute him.
You sure about that?
Positive. Well, you guys can see what I see.
Yeah.
He's gone.
He gone. He's angry. Well, he is on the other side of the planet.
I was going to ask him a question.
Maybe you can if he gets connected.
sure he'll be back.
Oh, he was on here yesterday, no problem.
He's back.
Nope.
I can hear you, Hamstick. I don't know if Greg can hear you.
Let me disconnect and reconnect.
Hold on.
No, it's not connecting to him.
Other side's muted.
Cannot connect with other user. Maybe on a different configuration.
I hear him.
Internal firewall.
I hear him. Sam hears him. I think Sam hears
I don't hear him.
Oh, okay.
I got a
So it's only
message.
just
I'm
me that
getting the
hears
same
him?
message Greg is.
Oh,
That's probably for the best.
He was on last night, no problem. That sucks. I'm going to be going to voice here in probably about 20 minutes.
Got it.
We'll see. Well,
So, Eric, the only one you're hearing is me? Huh. You do sound like you're on a phone. So you do not meet the K6EGG audio quality standard.
he didn't get his shipment yet. I don't think he gets it for another couple months.
Got it.
It's probably sitting in the middle of the Indian Ocean right now, or wherever it's going. So let's see here. Let me try to disconnect and reconnect. It's not connecting to him for some reason. I don't know, Eric. Can he hear me?
Can you hear Eric? Can you hear Greg? I guess not, right?
We only had this happen one other time, and it wasn't him. It was Dustin. He was behind a wall. Sam, do you hear him or see that message?
I think the only one that hears him is me.
I see the message.
And you're the furthest away.
I'm the furthest away.
You're further away. Well, I don't know. You might be closer going to the other side of the earth.
I thought you said the Earth was flat, Greg.
It is, on a map. I'm not a flat earther.
Could have fooled me.
Really?
I don't know.
I believe in the Great
Wow.
Circle Mapper. We were talking about it earlier. Denny's flying right home right now on his own metal from Tokyo. I think he gets home at like 5 in the morning. change a proxy server or something to make it work. Let me disconnect. No.
Can you hear me now, Greg?
Yeah,
I hear you.
I'm trying something. Stand by. Nope. It's weird. That's awkward. He was in here yesterday, no problem.
Is Hamster? Are you in the same?
Nope,
no,
he's
not,
gone.
He's not even on.
Yeah.
I was going to ask him, is he on the same internet connection that he was yesterday?
Wonder how that works with him being like. Does he lose his cell phone from being over there for so long?
Well, the only way I've been getting a hold of him is I've been texting him on his number, so I don't know what he's doing. Like I don't know if he's turned off roaming and it's going through Wi-Fi.
Oh, there he is.
Hamstick, you there?
I see him.
I don't hear him.
Not yet. Well, he's connected, so that's a good sign. Doesn't say anybody's muted. There
Okay.
Whoa, holy moly, he's loud. Oh my goodness.
How about now?
There you go.
Okay,
Yes,
so if I connect through Tailscale to the US and route my traffic through an exit node in the US, then you can hear me.
Well, that makes sense.
Wait, are you paying for? Are you doing the Molvad VPN add-on?
No.
Oh, you have your own endpoint.
Can you turn down your
Yeah,
audio a little bit, Eric?
Yeah. How about now?
Yeah, that's good. I'll burn you up here a little bit.
So instead of paying for an add-on, I just bought a like $200 mini PC and set it up with Tailscale and everything, and then mailed it to a family member and said, "Plug this into your internet."
I'm gonna have to wait till the sun goes down, and I still got a little bit of daylight here. You can see the gray line on here, and then I'll jump on 40. What's Tailscale for us dumb people?
It's a VPN implementation, but it's WireGuard, and it's like it basically simplifies everything. And the big thing about them is they have relays where if you have your endpoints behind firewalls, like a router, like a home router, it can negotiate. So it's very easy to load create your own VPN, kind of.
Without adjusting the ports on the router?
Yep.
So it figures out little holes.
Yep. It will negotiate. It will either if your router supports plug and play, it will communicate and open it up. But if it can't, it will go through their relays. They call them DERP servers, DERP. There's it's a venture capitalist thing, but if you for free for yourself, it's like 100. You're allowed 100 devices and like 3 or 4 users. So for like personal use, it's great. And like Hamsticks on the other side of the world, I have another friend of mine who's in the same country, other side of the world. I have access to a couple. Like he has a server at his apartment. He has a server at his office. So if I want to do a reverse Hamstick, I can.
By the way, I'm getting a lot of drops on you.
Me?
Yep.
Oh God.
Did you change something? You haven't been on for a while. Have you been on since you've been home?
Yes.
I'm getting more drops from you and you being in the same country.
All right, Eric,
Eric
7-3.
see ya.
Well, I blame Eric. He's stealing my internet. He's only 3 miles from me. The KD2 HWD. You know, your listener. I'm joking.
Oh, I bet that you meant Hamstick, Eric.
No.
I'll jump on voice in a little bit. Just be patient, folks.
Hey, Greg.
It's not worth playing with 2 meter right now. Or sorry,
where am I
with
from?
20 meter right now. New Jersey.
Nope. But what do I not have?
The ice cream machine? I don't know.
That too.
I don't know.
So,
Patience.
Oh yeah. Well,
um,
yeah. Duh.
Mr. Seth,
Yes, Mr. Eric.
do you know if you can connect to multiple tail scale, like have multiple tail scale sessions?
From one computer,
Yeah, like can I switch between them?
you can change your endpoint. Your exit point, you can pick at the same. I mean, you should be able to access any node.
Yeah, but I
on-
mean, like, let's say we make a K6 FUU tail scale or tailnet.
Yeah.
Could I switch between my tailnet and the K6 FUU tailnet?
I think you have to do access. I think you have to do some of the access controls to say where you want to get. I mean, you could switch between them to get. You should be able to reach them at any point. By default, you specify what your default endpoint is. Otherwise,
No, but I mean, could you have two separate tailnets?
I don't know about that, but it's enough where you could
for
share
example-
where you could do two separate ones and share, and you could share the device with with it. So like my friend has his own tail scale net. I have one, and we just share the endpoints with each other.
Oh, okay. You can share an endpoint because maybe it would fix all the issues if we just sent a mini PC to Greg and had the K6 FUU tailnet.
That's true. Although,
Because it's like I don't want to expose all of my nodes.
you shouldn't have to expose anything on your thing. If you have tail scale, let it negotiate automatically.
No. What I'm saying is, if I were to say, "Hey, let's say we had a K6 FUU tailnet," I don't want to expose my personal nodes to other people.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You could specify. I've been able to SSH into his thing. You can do a little bit, but you could share the node. You can if I share let's say I share one of my endpoints with you, you could SSH into the machine itself.
Okay.
So we could do something like that.
Like for example, I do all of my banking off of one machine, and like if you were to come into my hotel room, steal my laptop, you couldn't access any of my financial information because it's not on there.
Right. We could talk to Greg about running a Tailscale node and have Sonobus connect to the Tailscale server on his end. That may work.
Yeah.
That's a
yeah, and it's like, for example, if that were to happen, I wouldn't want you. I mean, not that I don't trust you, but if you get hacked, I don't want you to have your machine able to access my one that has all my my crypto wallet on it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say all your porn.
No.
Do you have the sound effect for that?
I do. I don't know. I got to find it.
It's the pH. No, the pH wasn't the. You guys had a pH intro.
That's Eric.
Oh, Eric has that.
No, I don't have that one.
Oh,
I thought you did. Somebody had it before.
maybe. So it's still bright outside by you?
Yeah, it's
That's
10:40 a.m.
No, I'm talking about Greg.
Unfortunately. What's up, Colin?
But hey, Colin. So
It's a trick Cam knows.
I didn't get a notice. I thought Greg was streaming earlier,
I was.
and I slept in because I got the day off. But then I was like, oh wait, Greg's still streaming?
What type of mount do I use with my ATOS? I use a K400 mount, and it's latched into my trunk on my Tesla. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh wait, we lost somebody.
you lost Sam. Hey, so I was just checking. It's only a 9-hour flight from where Hamstick is to where Colin is.
9 hours. I can almost make it to Japan in 9 hours. That's not close.
Hey, Mark. In case you're asking, I have the Diamond.
Tar Heel. Oh, aren't those things expensive?
Mark, I use the Diamond mount that they default to. I forget what the model number is. Let me Google it. The Diamond K400 is what I use
Yeah,
for my ATAS.
That's exactly what I just said. I didn't say diamond, but I said K400.
Okay.
And by the way, in my situation, I have a Tesla and the metal on it. And actually, I have metal on the car. It's not composite. The metal on the car is really thin, and it doesn't. I don't like to drive with the K400 antenna or the ATOS on there.
I don't.
And I noticed some bent piece of metal. So I'm not a big HF mobile guy. I just drive to the park and then put it on usually.
Same.
But I drove last year because it was cold. I drove to when I drove from Vegas to what's it called? Oh, you do. Let me put a link in here of some of my setup for my. And I have the same. I have two of these mounts, by the way. K400 mounts. It's the same setup I use for my HF as well as my VHF. So, although I have a separate mount for the HF, I'm trying to. Oh, by the way, when we're talking about other stuff, my wife actually got a new phone yesterday.
iPhone 16.
Yep.
Okay.
Hit a like on this if you can there, Mark. No,
Is this
0.
17 coming out like super soon?
About 2 or 3 months. Yeah, 2 months.
Yeah,
or so.
go ahead and hit that link, and it shows you my setup. I can get another.
Don't they come out in the summer?
No, they come out in September. I mean, that's technically still, that could be
This
the summer
is the
still.
K400 mount. But on the other side, I have a separate antenna for the HF, but it's the same concept. And no, I don't have any interference. That seems to be some sort of myth that people put out. In fact, if I have less interference because I don't have an alternator. It's actually fairly clean. And I'm running, usually when I get to the park, I'm in camping mode.
I had a little bit sometimes on 20 meters when I ran the AC.
The inverter? You ran an inverter on it?
No, the
Air conditioning. Oh, yeah. I didn't notice anything.
It was only sometimes and only on 20 meters.
Did you have an antenna on your car?
Most of the time, no.
And Mark, where did you find us? Thanks for jumping into chat tonight. Your Starlink have basic level. Starlink, you have the basic level. So at least the Starlink service that I use is the there's a Roam $30. Oh, gotcha. You can turn on and off a month. You get 30 gigs for $30. And they also now have one for $10, and you got to use the 10 gigs within a month, which is actually a little bit better. Actually, I haven't had it on since December, I think. No, January.
So, Greg, what happens if you go over that like gig?
You get charged $1 a gig.
And
well,
if you have it off, how long does it take to turn on?
1 second. Let me answer this question. So the K400 mount, there's 4 Allen screws, and they basically connect into your metal in your car. So that turns into the ground plane. I've tried a mag mount on it, and to Eric, Hamstick Eric in here, he said it didn't work, it won't work, and it didn't work. I put the ATOS on a trash can, a big giant trash can, and it worked better than being on my car. So K400 mount seemed to do pretty decent, and that's the grounding. And I had 1-to-1 matching on 20, 15, 10, 12, and 17 were a little and 40 is a little bit because of the antenna size. But yeah, sorry, Eric, go with your thought. If you can remember.
What were we talking? Oh, Starlink.
Starlink.
You can turn off the dollar surcharge you'll just run out of data.
Yeah, it will just shut off. And you can
And Greg, you need to turn yours on. Even if you don't use it, even if you don't reactivate it, go turn it on, leave it outside for a day.
I know it needs to be updated. I was going to do that this probably Friday. Right?
Can you do that over Wi-Fi?
If you leave it off for too long, it won't. Like if the version gets too far behind, it might stop updating.
Really? Like how? Like 6 months?
Yeah. I don't know how long it is. But I've heard some people that left their like Gen 2 off for like a year and a half, and then it didn't work anymore.
Ooh, yeah, it won't be off for a year and a half.
But but that doesn't mean that it's at a year and a half that it stops.
Yeah.
It could have been at 6 months.
There's a way to flash it though, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, I need to plug it back in. And by the way, those updates are actually for the new satellites that come on board. To then know to look for them when they fly over, if I'm correct, right?
I'm not sure.
He's not sure.
I mean, I can lie to you
I'm gonna go
or guess.
plug that.
Which is like
go ahead.
It's like a total thing in the ham radio world. If you don't know, you just guess. That drives me crazy when people.
There's a lot of people that think they know and they just guess and they act like they know because they're thinking they have a good guess.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Let's see here. Greg, did you get Starlink? Is that why you're asking? 1G, Greg, at the end? And people think it's like some sort of magical service, like I need to get it over my cable modem or something. It's like, no, don't do that. That's not what it's there for. People, I got a couple emails. Why don't you just use it for your home internet too? I'm like, because it's not that good for what I'm doing at home. I have fiber. I mean, you can't get any better internet than fiber at your house. I literally have fiber inside of my house. So using a satellite is not a good idea.
I used it as my home internet in Hawaii, even though I could have got fiber. But I feel like I had a good justification.
What, the emergency part of it? The MCOM?
Yeah. Like I was already on my emergency comms.
Oh yeah, when you had the
like, especially after the Maui thing. It's like, well, and I had my WinLink node connected to it, so basically anyone on the island could connect to my WinLink and email off island, even if a ship ripped up all the fiber lines around the island, like all the hams in Hawaii could still go through me to get in or to get email. And it's there's like 1,500 or 2,000, I think, hams in Hawaii, but a good chunk of them are techs. So they couldn't, and even the ones that are generals and extras, a lot of them don't have room for big antennas. So trying to set up an antenna to try and work a WinLink station on the mainland would be. And also I like space, and I want to support, SpaceX.
I like space. I like the idea of it, but
yeah, I need my most recent SpaceX order to be shipped out to me.
Can you use it over there?
You guys. Well, so I got the banana.
Banana.
But yeah. So it's like I think it's like a stuffed animal sort of material, but it's a banana, and then it says not for scale on it. It says banana for scale.
I know what you're talking about.
But I had it shipped to Wisconsin. I haven't been there to pick it up yet.
It's gonna be a minute.
I don't know if I want to spend $10 to have it mailed to me.
Why does this keep changing? How do I change that to 2.4? I had this on 2.4. Oh, I know why. So now I need to go back here.
I want some of the scale models, but dang, are they expensive.
Yes, they are. So I got a little bit less noise. Not really hearing a whole lot. Come on.
Yeah, I forgot the. Yeah, I knew the suffix. I know the suffix like the back of my hand, but sometimes I can't remember.
I know the back of my hand real well.
More than anything. Good to hear you, buddy. That's 3 for us this week.
Joe has a question for you, Eric.
No?
Eric.
It's for the lulls.
Eric, you're on HRCC last night, I heard you.
Yeah. I was listening to your stream and Josh's stream, and then they were talking about something about Hawaii, so I hopped over there. And then I came back to your stream, and you were over.
Oh. Whiskey 5. What was it? Whiskey 5, Whiskey Mike Sierra? Whiskey Mike Sierra.
Whiskey 3, radio Foxtrot, you're at 5757.
Oh. Whiskey 5.
QSL, you're 5757 into Northern California.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Echo Charlie Whiskey, Kilo Charlie 3, stand by.
Did I get this one right here? Whiskey 5, Whiskey Papa Sierra?
Hey, QSL, thank you so much. You're 73. Okay, Kilo Charlie 3. Kilo Charlie 3, Oscar Papa 59 plus.
Arkansas.
Man, that's pretty cool right there. I appreciate that, brother. 73. Hey, you too. Okay, Echo Lima Whiskey. Mercedes Whiskey. Gotcha. I missed my handwriting up there. Kilo Juliet 4 Echo Charlie Whiskey. Good evening. You're 557. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Central Florida, man. I hope you have a great evening. 73. Hello, TQ Fox on the air. This is Whiskey 5, Whiskey Papa Sierra. I'll listen for a minute.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
November Delta, please stand by. Kilo 6.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6 egg, man. You 5-8.
You're 5'9" and you dropped to a 5'1". Band's kind of angry tonight, but I got you in the logbook here to California, Southern California, that is.
I appreciate you at 73. Okay, the Oscar Tango November. November Delta. Tango November Delta.
You at 42? I got my one contact. There's somebody right on top of you. Can you hear me, Dustin?
Roof's a leak. Go ahead.
That guy sounded good. Oh, you did?
North Carolina for Kilo 2 Lima event. Thank you, my friend. 7-3. Then I heard of Juliet. I heard Juliet only. Come again? All right, Kilo 6, Fox Radio, Juliet, 5-9. Thank you, Gary. Good to hear you tonight. 7-3. This is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
The November 7th. I messed up the log. I'm typing it in now. November 7th, Golf Whiskey Radio. Yeah, I got you, Zed. You're 5-9 here, Zed.
It sounds good there. Looks like I have a little bit less noise, but I don't know if that's the band doing that or what.
Tonight, my friend. This is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilowatt Echo 6 Tango Zulu, nice 5-9. All right, did I get that right? Kilo Echo 6 Tango Zulu? Yeah, actually, this is Ken, man. This is actually Kilo Yankee 4 Golf Juliet. We usually talk at night about airplanes. Good to talk to you tonight, and I recognize the call, and all the best. We'll catch up another night. All right, my friend. This is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 7 November Tango, 5-9.
Wow, this is like trying to hit a DX station.
Mike, you're on the other end of the pipeline. This sounds beautiful over here, 5-9 plus, South Carolina. 73, this is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
The frequency is in use. Kilo Charlie 5 station.
Really?
Kilo Charlie 5, Golf Fox Lima, Frederick, that's your 5-9, South Carolina. All right, thanks for the 5-9 Arkansas. 7-3, all the best. Was there a Mike Yankee? All right, Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I heard a Romeo at the end, try it. Whiskey 6, Juliet Bravo Romeo, 5-9. Thank you, John, for working us tonight, and all the best to you. 7-3, Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, 13 Colony, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
The Kilo India 5.
Guess I'm not making it here.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango, Joe, 5-9.
I'm down,
South
dude.
Carolina.
I'm feel the same way. Like, what the? Really?
I got the 5-9 Texas. Thanks for working us tonight. All the best. 7-3. Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, 13 Colonies, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Something ending Delta?
That didn't work. Where-
Kilo Fox 0, Oscar,
Where's
Delta?
Nate in here? Nate likes when I do the. It's worked every once in a while.
All right, Elizabeth, I've got you 5-7 here, South Carolina. Thanks for working us tonight. 7-3, this is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Alpha Bravo 1 ending Mike.
This is like the only station I really see in the scope. I mean, I hear something else.
By yourself here, South Carolina.
Should I ask what the frequency is in use?
I got it, my friend Steven. I made a mistake logging it, but I got it logged. Thank you, buddy. 73.
I've actually already made contact with the station, so.
This is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6 Echo QSL.
Negative. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6 Echo Papa Golf QSL.
Negative. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Let me try that. Kilo 6 Echo Delta. Kilo 6 Echo Delta. Edward QSL.
Negative. Kilo 6 Egg. Kilo 6 Egg.
I think I got it that time. Kilo 6 Echo Golf. QSL.
Oh my. Negative. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. K6EGG.
Okay, I got the Kilo 6 Echo. I'm having trouble hearing the last letter. Let me just clarify that one.
Germany. Kilo 6 Echo Germany. Germany.
Oh, okay, I got you that time. Yeah, it's good job. Why didn't I hear it? Got you, Greg. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, Greg. I got you 5-9.
I know it's kind of a tongue twister, but I got you 5-9 here and Charlie Alpha 7-3, and I just heard somebody ask for the frequency in use.
Yeah, was there somebody, I don't know, he must not be able to hear this big pilot we got going on. It's their problem, my friend. Thank you, Greg.
7-3.
7-3. South Carolina, QRZ.
That was good. I don't feel so bad now. I mess up call letters all the time. Should I ask if the frequency is in use here?
NA7TZ, we have Kilo Delta 9
No.
Oscar Delta.
These guys are like too serious on there. EC was cool. He's struggling. I was gonna say Germany, Germany before you guys put it in the chat.
Who's too serious?
You are. No, the guy's on the 14300.
Yeah. There's like a balancing. I listen to some people like play radio, and I'm like, all right, maybe dial back
The seriousness.
a little. Well, no, like sometimes it's like they're too serious, but other times, like people will say like ridiculous stuff to get through a pileup. They'll be like, "Echo zebra, zebra." Dude, it's like I don't.
Zebra.
People do.
Can you do that again?
Yeah. No.
Oh, come on.
Tube in the amp.
That's
Had
no
your
fun.
chance and you blew it.
That's no fun. Aloha. You missed probably doing that.
Like
You
I
gotta.
said, you have to balance the fun. Only a little bit of fun.
Only a little bit of fun in your hobby. That's awesome.
Radio Charlie. Good evening. Good afternoon. Name here is Tony. I don't go by the name on QRZ. I go by Tony. Over.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't go by the name.
That's my government name, and I don't consent to you using it.
And no, my government name isn't Gregory. I think the sun just went down, so give me a couple more minutes for it to settle. I'm interested to see what 40 is like.
And the gentleman in New York there, yeah. You know, I don't know. I heard a lot about the 3S's. I got the Mercury Lux because I wanted to do...
I think he said New York. Is that you that said that? That's awesome. If it was, that's good entertainment.
Carl, did you get anybody?
No, I didn't get anybody. All right, let's see how 40 is. Ooh, see? I got more noise. I have more noise in this configuration. Over S9 and noise, although I'm in the wrong filter setting. That shouldn't really matter. Look at all that more noise. I was S8 yesterday with 40 meters. I mean, it wasn't. You didn't do anything illegal. You didn't talk over him. So 40 is going to be not so good now.
At any rate, let's see, Dave.
Sure. Writing is not scanned, so you need to do an optical scan and get the text.
This guy sounds so
So
good.
what I do is I just cut and paste, or copy and paste each page one by one directly into ChatGPT.
AM radio station.
And it then gives me a text tracker.
So 40's going to suck for me. Ooh, sorry. Good morning. No good DX here today. Grenada was in. So I need to go and like reconfigure my antenna, I guess.
Antenna for 40 meters, and you can barely see the wire, so I just leave it up all the time. Anyway, yeah, you know those cannons.
The signals are coming in better
When I
though.
was younger,
Ooh, I got this turned
used to
down.
buy them at the place where they sold fireworks.
Oh, that's
And
Curtis,
it's a little
AJ60.
cannon, had wheels on it. It's made out of
He's
metal.
plus 40.
And it came with, or you had to buy this stuff. this
AJ60
powder, and it
right
was
there in the
called
flesh.
Bangsite.
Well, not really. In the radio waves.
Bangsite, and you put just a tiny bit of water inside this thing, and then you pour a little bit of this Bangsite in there, and it creates like a very
sounds good. I don't know
explosive
if he's running
gas.
wide.
And then you spark it, and that thing shoots up, and
Man, he sounds
boy,
good.
it makes a loud sound. I don't know if you can still buy those things. I haven't looked online, but yeah, I remember those things. And when I was pretty young, I wasn't, I didn't have a lot of money, so we figured out, well, you can.
He's
take
just
an empty,
he's over in Apple
coffee
Valley. I know him pretty well.
and drill a little hole in the very back of the can, and you put just about a teaspoon of water in the
AJ60,
can,
man,
and
I
you
got to
put a
get the
little
egg timer
Bangsite in
going.
there. You put the rubber lid back on, and then you light that little hole
That's
in
a
the back.
hell of a
and
signal he's
it
got
did the
going here,
same
though.
thing. It just made one heck of a noise, and it was pretty cheap, too. Pretty cool. Over to you, Carl. K6EGG AJ60.
This is a round table here locally.
Well, that's what they call a carbide cannon.
Wow, that's pretty good signals coming in. So 40's no good for me now. I can only go to 175, I think.
178
178? Oh yeah,
is
178.
your lower sideband.
So this antenna configuration sucks for 40 meters. Or at least the noise part of it. I'll wait here and see if I hear anything. I think I hear something in the background. I agree with you, and I was thinking the same thing. And if that's the case, it's my neighbor's pool pump. I agree with you 100%. I was going to mention that. Should I don't know what the heck that was. I heard somebody in the background. I switched my antenna configuration. I mean, I could put it up a little bit right now. Should I go try that?
is the frequency on you?
I think I'm going to go experiment around real quick and try that. Should I? What do you guys think I should do? You guys can see it in real time? Yeah, I'm not going to go to my neighbors that I don't even talk to.
Just pull the pull the power of their house in.
Did someone just say K6FUU? All right, so I'm gonna just cut their power. I like that idea. Look. Oh, it's you? All right, let me try to put it up. This is going to be a little bit of experiment here, so give me a minute actually, because I need to go out on the ladder.
Did I just hear someone say, "Where are all the white women at?"
Yes, you did hear that.
Wait, Greg's not live streaming this?
Yeah, he's live streaming it. But it was faintly on.
No, I mean him going outside and adjusting the antenna.
Oh. Guess not.
Yeah, I'm here.
That's a little delayed.
Yeah, I'm eating some burrito bowl.
Oh, hey, so what's the weather like there?
It's hot. It's damn hot. And it's humid. Very humid.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
Hey, how long Guys, should I wait till I give Greg a call, see if he's still alive?
I don't know, but he sure left it on a really poor frequency. Or, I don't know, listening to his radio right now.
Should I call him and put him on speakerphone so you can hear him through my mic?
Perhaps.
Let me do this.
Where's all the white women at?
So someone's actually saying that because that doesn't sound like they're recording.
Exactly.
What do you mean it's not Cleavon Winner?
Didn't really. It did a little bit. Oh, you know what? I can go up a little bit more. Disappointed. I couldn't. I guess I can get up a little bit higher. Should I? I can't tell if it made a difference. I'm looking on my screen.
Don't forget there is a solar storm too.
This stupid thing. I'm trying to watch myself, my replay myself. Let's see if I notice a difference. It's not much different. If anything, it's not at all. By the way, I'm updating my Starlink too. That's the other reason why it was a little bit longer. I might have to go up a little bit further. Doing a software update right now. Is that somebody talking here? So I'm a little bit disappointed in the antenna placement. Oh, I nailed my alignment on my Starlink. And I just threw it out there. How about that?
Yes, the frequency is in use.
Is the frequency in use? I'm going to try to get it up a little bit higher. See what happens. I'm going to wear gloves this time, too. Seth, you want to call me?
I can do that.
You want to call me? I'll see if I can stay on the cell phone.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, you know what? I can't. Hold on. Yeah, I can. Don't call me yet. Don't call me yet. Hold on. I was on my Starlink Wi-Fi that doesn't have phone service.
If you can't hit Wi-Fi, I'll go over to the cell tower.
Call me now. And you guys can...
Go ahead and unmute. All right, yeah, you guys can hear me. All right, I'm going to walk outside and see how you guys can hear me.
wear. I know I preached last time about wearing. I guess I never live stream off my watch before.
You're on your watch right now?
Yeah. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? You know anybody's live stream off their watch?
There's a first for everything. Although,
so this time I'm gonna wear my.
Say again, Greg.
This time I'm gonna wear my gloves. I was in a rush last time. I didn't wear my gloves. You've been out. Did you ever go to my backyard?
No. Hey, guys in the stream, can you hear Greg okay?
Hey, first live stream from the iPhone watch. Still there?
We're here. I'm just asking the gang.
Right.
The gang can hear you.
I'm actually out of my watch. My neighbors are like, what the hell is this guy doing?
If they haven't asked that already, then they never will.
I don't know how much further I want to put this thing up. But I think that's it. Now, the other thing I'm going to have to do is, so it's sloping now, the middle. It wasn't before. Well, that's not too bad. Did it do anything to the noise? Is it still like with the one bar of S9?
Let me look at your S meter.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let me try one other thing.
Terry's asking, is the antenna in an inverted V config?
It is, but further up. The other thing is that I'm going to move the orientation of one of the ends back to where it was before. If that makes sense. So it'll still be inverted V, but the orientation had to change because I had less antenna. So I just spread out the sides. What happens when I do this? You guys hear that?
I hear wind.
Hear wind. Did anything change there?
Bye. Adam says it's looking better. Joe's like, should we tell Greg there's a solar storm right now? And
yeah,
I gotta know.
There's noise. What's that?
I got a yes, a no. You know, it averages out. Noise dropped a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, slightly. It's maybe 8.5, 8.6. Yeah, 8 to 9 of noise. Oh,
Okay.
hold on.
I didn't realize my neighbors put these little lights up here on the fences.
Well,
I wonder if the other thing is grounded. It made a difference.
Well, hey, Greg, just to let you know, we are seeing someone's definitely broadcasting on 7245. That's the thing. So maybe it's a little better, Greg. I don't know if you want to settle it and then come back up.
What's
up,
don't
Sam?
quit. Don't quit messing
come
with
back
it.
up right now. You guys want to hear me go to the bathroom?
No. Well, sorry, Sam. Say again.
What's that?
That's better.
Sam's saying it's better. Not you going to the bathroom part, but the noise. And people are saying leave it.
All right, so it did improve. See, that was just a couple little tiny shifts. I'm going on what Matt said. You went through my garage, didn't you? Walking up right now.
Yep.
We've been in the K6EGG live stream studio 1X, 1FU. Studio FU. You're there in a moment.
Oh, we see you. No, please no plumber's crack. Please no plumber's crack.
Nope. Not gonna happen. All right, I'm back on.
Hold on. Oh, you want to hear yourself? Talk.
It is better.
It is better.
All right, let me hang up.
Okay, yeah, it is better. I agree. Thanks you guys for watching. It's a little bit less. Hamstick, I'm updating my satellite too. You'd be proud of me. What do we got? We got somebody broadcasting on here? Great. I would think that's a little bit better. But the sun went down a little bit too, so I just didn't want to have both ends up so high. I'm gonna go. Let's go to 247.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use.
Just not really hearing much of the other people on here.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 40 meters tonight. K0 Bravo Foxtrot, are you there?
K6EGG, K0 Bravo Fox, good evening, brother.
I got you in there 5.9 over my noise. Just a little bit of moving my antenna made a big difference.
Yeah, you dropped a couple bars. You're not in the red anymore, so it definitely did help. And yeah, you're 5.9 plus here. I've got strong S unit here with the thunderstorm just happened.
Yeah, so that worked. So just folks, you fiddle around with a little bit, and you never know what you can come up with there. Definitely just a little bit of vertical movement up, I guess like 10 feet up, and it really made a difference.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. Experiment with it and see where the best way to make it work for you is going to be. Did you ever order that Delta loop, or did you back off on that Delta loop?
No, I want to do it. It just I need some help putting it together, and I don't want to do it myself and screw it up. So I've got to figure out maybe somebody can help me here locally, and kind of I got to figure out I got to get some more coax to it too. So I'm definitely planning on doing it. I think it would help my noise out a lot.
Hey, copy. We just need a good like the Amish barn raising. We just need to do a Greg antenna raising. Get a bunch of people over there and just get you an antenna put up and put it for you.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, to be honest, for some people it might be pretty easy for them. Very difficult for me because I'm not mechanical. But hooking together some audio stuff, it's like nothing. Like people freak out like hooking stuff up to your TV. I mean, I can literally do it with my eyes closed. So it's just, user preference, I guess.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm starting to lose you in all these lightning crashes. We had some really good thunderstorms earlier. So, but yeah, good to hear from you. Good to see the signal is doing something here for you. Give a couple calls. I know you've been playing down there on 245, so maybe somebody in the chat came up to 247 for you. Hey, K6EGG, we'll get you in the logbook this time from K0 Bravo Box.
Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate it. Thanks for following along and watching stuff in real time.
Not yet.
6 Alpha Papa X-ray.
That K6 Alpha Papa X-ray?
Roger, roger.
Hey, man. Nice to hear you. This is Greg, K6EGG, just on the other side of the hill.
Yeah, hey Greg, how you doing? This is Shane, K6APX, also on the other side of the hill, here in the city of Orange, not far from the Honda Center, and you're solid 10 over 9.
I will be like right where you're at for the next like 7 days over at Anaheim Stadium. I know exactly where you're at.
Yeah, roger that. I'm about probably 3 miles east of Angel Stadium. If I stand in a certain spot in my backyard, I can see the fireworks on a Saturday night.
Copy that. It's good to know that my signal's making it over the hill into Orange. Yeah, a lot of traffic over there with them redoing all the Honda Center stuff and stuff. But yeah, good sounding signal here into Chino. Just reconfiguring my antenna system. Went from kind of a sloper, I guess, to inverted V back to kind of more of a sloper.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever you did, it's working, because you're solid 15, 10 to 15 over 9. I'm on a 49 to 1 NFET halfwave, actually the Apollo NFET halfway from the Coffee and Ham Radios guys, and it's an inverted V about 30 feet up in the backyard, over.
Copy that. What did you use to mount that? Are you using a mast or trees, or what are you using?
Actually, funny thing, I actually got some of those. They're like these massive zip ties, or not zip ties, twisty ties that I got on Amazon, and they have a rubber jacket, but they're metal, and I just used 3 of those, and I twisty tied the mast to a piece of workout equipment in the backyard.
Hey, I'm doing something similar. I actually, just to let you know, I'm actually live streaming on YouTube. I have a little YouTube channel. And I actually live stream me putting up my antenna or changing my antenna configuration, tying my couple of masts I have to some poles in my backyard using exactly what you just described there. I don't know what the actual name is for those things. I picked them up at Home Depot. They're like different colors for different lengths.
Oh, okay. Hey, that works for you. Is it a homebrew antenna?
No, the antenna is actually from My Antennas, myantennas.com. I'm not affiliated with them at all. It's in the model number is a 4010. It's 63 feet, I believe. Yeah, 67 or 63 feet. And I have it. I don't have a lot of space in the cookie cutter typical California backyard here, so it's kind of going diagonal across kind of like southwest to northeast.
Roger that. My antenna is, it's going from, kind of the same, more east to west, so I'd say I'm radiating more towards the north and the south, which would probably explain why you hear me so well. This is actually the first time I've heard you on the radio. You've been on the radio before in the past, but I wasn't able to hear you, because maybe you're going right over my head, but I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, same here. I got a question. With you being, in Southern California, and I've been in different parts of Southern California, and I just wondered how your noise level is on 40 meters with no, obviously not without me talking or anything.
I'm probably sitting about an S4, peaking S5.
I'm like 8.5 to like 9. I think I know, I'm 99% sure it's my neighbor's pool pump.
Oh, that'll do it. Well, when I go to my fiance's house, which is in Santa Ana, on the northwest end of Santa Ana, kind of like close to the border of Garden Grove. He has solar panels, and then he also has a security light that is very sensitive to motion, of course. So, you know, every time I key up, the light comes on, and then my reception just gets wiped out.
Yeah, I have solar panels, but I don't think that they're the issue. But they definitely could cause, depending on, you know, how well they put together the system. But most of my neighbors have solar panels, and 40 meters was like the worst for me here. It's gotten a little bit better since I've kind of played with the antenna. It was like over S9, and since I moved the antenna cockeyed a little bit towards the south, it's gotten a little bit better.
I guess it's all about polarization of the antenna. I found where the circuit breaker is for that security light at her house, or her dad's house, which is where she lives. But if I turn that circuit breaker off, it also kills the water heater. So I'm like, dang it. Because I kind of got to live with it when I'm over there.
Try again, man. Maybe another night.
Yeah, I wish I could go jump over my neighbor's fence and just shut some stuff off and see what it is. But we had our power out a couple months ago. They shut off basically like the whole 6 houses around me because they changed a transformer. It was actually just happened to be in my front yard. And I ran up here and plugged my Bioenno battery into my 7610. Same antenna setup, same ground and everything, and I still had the noise.
And you still had the noise. Okay, then that wouldn't be electrical. That sounds like it'd be something else.
Very, very upset. And I do POTA up at Chino Hill State Park, and it's like no noise whatsoever up there. I'll go up there at the horse stables up off the Sapphire and then go to town with I had S2 signal coming in loud and clear 5.9.
Oh yeah, I've done that. I've operated from Chino Hills. I've been camping there before. Went camping there for a weekend. And I was hearing Kuwait, like he was solid S7, S8 to me, but he had a pileup the size of the Empire State Building. I couldn't get to him with my little dinky 100 watts. But man, he was loud over here.
Yeah, one of these days I'm just gonna move somewhere in the middle of nowhere so I have no noise. We'll see how it goes. Every time I configure something, I just realized my ground was off, had been off for some time, and I don't know, me changing my ground and moving the antenna configuration might have messed some stuff up.
Well, it's all about trial and error. Trial and error. Anyway, good to hear you, Greg. I'm going to put the mic down for right now. I got to get ready for work tomorrow morning. But good to hear you on the radio there, buddy.
Yeah, you too. Good to chat with you, and it's nice to talk to somebody local down there in Orange County. I'm on 5.2. At least I'm monitoring quite a bit when I drive down there. So 7.3 there. I believe it's Shane. My first name here is Greg, and it's Golf Romeo Echo Golf 7.3.
Roger that, Greg. Yep, you got it right. Name here is Shane, and good to hear you. 7.3 for now. K6EGG, K6EGG here in the city of Orange.
Anybody else out here in 40 meters tonight? Love to make a quick contact with you. New antenna configuration. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ on 40 meters tonight. I know who this is. Can I give your suffix again? I know it's a Whiskey Kilo X-ray. You're a lot lighter than you were yesterday, Grant, but I still got you in there. I appreciate you jumping on here.
All right, well, now you're making a trip up here. I don't know if Breeze yesterday really did anything for you from the last time I mentioned, but you're making the trip up here.
Well, copy that, man. You came in a little bit better that time. I don't know if... I wish I had a better way I could just take off the ground wire. I don't know if the ground wire is making a difference with my noise or not, but I appreciate the contact up there from Oregon again.
Good luck.
7-3. We'll try for one more here. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 40 meters tonight. Anybody else out there? Maybe in Southern California?
Kilo Juliet 6, Lima Oscar Whiskey.
Kilo Juliet 6, Lima Oscar Whiskey. You're a 5'9", on the other side of the Tehachapi's, I guess it would be, here in the city of Chino.
All right, I got you 5'9", over. Are you running an amp?
Oh, God, no. I'm just doing 100 watts here. That's basically like QRP now.
Roger, you're 5'9", over. You're loud and clear.
You got a good signal. I just have a S ton of noise. Almost said a bad word there. So it's kind of hard to hear, but when you do come in, you're pretty clear. Are you you running any amplifier or anything?
Negative 100 watt Yaesu FT8 and a 75-foot inset half wave.
Copy that. Yeah, doing the trip you came up that time. Actually pretty big. You're definitely a 5'9" that last time. So the sun just went down, so maybe we'll get the band in our favor here.
I'll tell you what, this is the best it's been in days.
Yeah, it seemed like for me last night was a little bit better, but there's more people on the band here tonight, which is weird for Saturday night versus Sunday.
Roger. Now, I think they're still trying to hunt down the 13-calling special event station.
That is very true. I just made a contact with one in South Carolina on 20 meters.
Yeah, I've been working them for about 3 days now, and I got about 6 of the 13 calls.
Right on. Do you do all voice, CW, or FT8?
Nope, it's all sideband voice.
Nice. Good job, man.
Future. I'm not set up for it yet.
Nice. Good job there. All right, man. I'm going to get out here. Is it Elijah there?
That's correct, Elijah. Nice to make your acquaintance there. Is it Echo Golf Golf?
That's a QSL. It's Greg, Golf Romeo Echo Golf Golf. And if you're really lazy and bored, I'm also live streaming on YouTube. I have a link to my QRZ profile, or just type my callers into YouTube. It should be the first thing that pops up now.
Roger that. I'll check it out.
All right, 7-3. Was there a Kilo Juliet 7 station in there?
Kilo Juliet 7, Uniform Papa Yankee.
Kilo Juliet 7, Uniform Papa Yankee. You're about a 5'5" here in Southern California. I got a lot of noise at my house.
Yes, you're about 5'5", incorrect. Thanks for talking tonight.
And sir, you dove back into my noise floor. I got a lot of noise here, unfortunately.
You're a 5'5",
Copy the 5'5", and you came up to about a 5'5" yourself here in the Southern California. Jim, I appreciate the contact up there from Oregon. I'm gonna go QRT. Just kind of getting a little tired here. 7-3. This is Greg K6EGG going QRT.
DSF, Bob in Concord, California.
Oh, I just heard something, California. Try again.
Kilo Oscar 6, Delta Sierra Foxtrot, Bob in Concord, California.
Kilo Oscar 6, Delta Sierra Foxtrot in Concord, California. You're about a 5'1" with a S8 of noise here into Southern California.
5'1", wow. You are like 9.
That was to me, Alpha Kilo 6, November Tango, QSL.
I heard another person in there. So Bob up in Concord, 7-3. You came up that time to a 5'5". Got a lot of noise here in Chino, California. 7-3.
I don't know if somebody was calling that guy or what. Just making sure I didn't hear anything else. So that was a interesting experiment tonight. It just shows if you just put up your antenna and just hope for goodness, it's not necessarily the best setup unless you tweak it a little bit, right?
Game of inches, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like football.
Oh man, that sucks for Nate. So I'm pretty happy with the setup. I just didn't want to have both the antennas or mast up all the way. Now I'm getting RFI noise. I wasn't earlier. Interesting.
All right.
So my plan for the week, I got to work this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I have Friday off. So I plan on coming on Friday. See, it's not tuning right. It's not memorizing. It's weird. Come on, baby, tune. I don't know what the deal is with that. Yeah, it sucks for work. And then I won't be on next Sunday, my normal weekend. I'm going to be out of town for a couple of days, but I will be on next Wednesday and Thursday. Just spending a couple days, a couple nights out of town with the family. Our normal kind of getaway during, what's the word I'm looking for? We have a MLB All-Star during next week. So I'll have some time off, restarting my antenna. So I'm just going to take a couple days off. I don't know. I'm going to bring my ID 52 with me. If I feel very energetic, I might do a live stream. I doubt it. We'll see. I've had good luck in Vegas as far as connecting on local repeaters with folks. So, and Hamstick, if you're still in here, looks like you are. I updated my route or my Starlink. Got higher latency.
yeah.
What's that?
Yep.
Thank you for, obviously letting me know about that. And I was just going to let it go for probably another month. And did you see I nailed the alignment without even looking? Nailed it.
Nice.
DEF CON, it's coming up. Oh, you got California. I didn't see much on 15, but I'm going to get out of here. It's getting a little late. $100. I know Betty on sports. A little too close to home. I stay far away from that sports book as possible. I don't really actually gamble that much. The last 2 times I was in Vegas, I didn't touch the tables at all. I went with my wife in February just to kind of get away. I don't remember. I don't think I touched the tables. And then I was there for work in February or January, and I definitely didn't touch it then. So I wasn't even staying in a casino. So no, actually, that's not true. I was at Caesars. So yeah, I'm not a big gambler. It'd be like insider trading. Yes, I don't want to have no part of that. I'm not a big gambler, anyways. My gambling is probably on the stock market, if anything. Greg, what kind of counterpoise do you use? So I'm grounding to a 8-foot copper rod in the backyard. Yeah, me throwing games. I know nothing. Guys, anybody in Discord? Do you have anything to add to anything tonight?
Discord.
I mean, Sonobus. I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. What am I thinking, boys?
Alright,
want to make a comment?
We didn't hear any of that tonight. I'm bummed. Nothing.
All right, Greg, have a good week.
Yeah, you guys too. Ham sticks off tonight.
I will let you know how W1AW is tomorrow.
Yeah. Could you do FT8 out of there?
They can. I don't know if they will. Yeah.
Can you activate K6 FEU from there?
I would be able. I think I would be able to. I thanks to someone in the stream not being an extra, I'm limited to the general portion of the bands, but whatever.
So what if could I sign that over to you?
You could. It wouldn't be done in time.
Hmm.
So I don't know if I would want to be the trustee of it, but
oh, why not? You don't want to get
Your
nasty
call.
emails? Actually, I don't get any emails from K6FEU. We haven't pissed
we'll
anybody off.
we'll figure it
over
out.
yet.
We'll I'll ask if I have
Nate,
access.
I hope your animal, whatever it is, your gerbil, whatever. All seriousness, I hope your animal's okay. Clean
right,
sweep
everyone
on
else,
sideband.
Have a good night, and we will next time. We'll see you next time when Greg's on.
Yeah, hopefully Friday. Definitely Friday night's going to be crazy. Friday nights are usually got something going on. Maybe we'll listen to the Wind System. They do a tech net. They do a tech net on Friday nights, and it's usually like really cringeworthy sometimes.
Oh boy,
know-it-alls.
All right, everyone.
Hamstick, you got anything?
No.
That really that really sounds so like depressing or so. I don't know. Can you be more? Can you be less enthused?
Well, at least he's in here. I mean, he could like not
Whoa,
have
you
internet
just killed the
stuff.
video preview.
I did. So you guys want what do you call it? Weather? You guys seem to like the weather, right? I won't kill you guys' ears.
Sure, why not?
All right. So yeah, I guess Eric's a little bit of a sad ham right now. He's probably tired. It's
tired. It's noon for him.
So he's probably still jet lagged. I don't know. I'm just trying to stick up for the poor guy.
Hey, if he wants to hang out with a guy that stays up late at night in his neck of the woods, I can.
Mm-hmm.